Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to properly run through the Pro Agility Drill, also known as the 5-10-5 shuttle, so you can perform your best times yet. So to set up, we're going to straddle the line, we're going to have our feet slightly wider than the shoulder width apart, and we're going to make sure that our back leg is slightly on top of this inside leg. So if we draw a line from this toe, it's above that toe. We don't want to be behind it because then we're going to have to step around at the start. We're going to have our same hand that we're going to, so we're going to the left. We're going to have that left hand on the line, and we're going to be slightly leaning and cheating it to the left. We're allowed to do this. Make sure the other hand's across the chest, so when we take off, we can throw that hand. All right, guys, so the first 5 yards, we don't want to go ahead as we take off. We don't want to take off and square up to these cones. We should never turn fully on this first 5 yards. Instead, we're going to do a crossover run. So it's going to be more of a just this. Okay, so we're never fully turning those shoulders. It's too short of a distance to turn 90 degrees and then try to wrap back around 90 degrees. So it's way quicker just to stay in this sideways position. So the turns are the most important part of this drill. We got to be as efficient as possible. So we got to treat this line like it's a wall. And most people, they make this mistake by passing this line in order to get their hand on the line. Treat it like a wall. You couldn't run through a wall. So as you're coming into this turn, you need to be stopping with this outside leg before the line. So in order to get out of these turns quickly, we got to make sure that we're leaning to our inside. So most of our weight when we come into this turn needs to be on our inside leg. As well as putting the weight on our inside leg, we need to make sure that our back leg is slightly on top of the inside leg. So as we come in, we're leaning, but we also have this toe on top of this toe. So it's kind of running parallel with that stick. That has our hips turned back into the direction we're about to go. A lot of athletes will come in and they'll hit like this, which that has our hips pointed this way still. So it's going to be a lot slower of a turn, or we risk tripping over that opposite leg. So we want to make sure we're leaning over this inside leg. I like to put my inside hand down to really lean onto that as I'm reaching back with my outside hand. After the touch, we're leaning on that inside leg. We're going to get full extension off that leg. All right, so for the 10-yard sprint from one end to the next, if you're capable, we want to try to do it in 6 steps. A lot of athletes will take 8, that's fine, but I prefer my athletes to try to master the 6th step. So it's going to look like this. So from here, the same rules apply. We should be leaning over our inside leg. Our back leg is not passing that imaginary wall. Our hand hits the line, and then we fully extend hard off that inside leg to finish this drill.